Buenos días, feliz año nuevo. Here I am on a Saturday morning. It's still dark here in Galicia. Flew into Madrid last night, an early morning flight to Santiago de Compostela this morning, and now just heading for the car rental, which will take me across to Lugo for my first assignment of the day. Lugo against Merida and the Ansocara. See if the boys from Merida can breach the fortress that is Ansocara. And then, as long as there's not too many FES stoppages, added time, I should be able to make it across to Pontevedra to watch them take on Racing Club Ferrol, which should be a cracking game as well. Two sides, obviously, from Galicia, doing very well at the moment, both in the playoff positions. A derby, excellent ticket sales ahead of that game, so should be very good as well. Really exciting day ahead. I'll let you know as soon as I get to Lugo. Safely in Lugo. Those of you who've not been to Galicia, I can tell you it's pretty much like the UK in terms of weather in January. Driven through some quite serious fog and generally damp and dank. But that's what Galicia gives you in January, we know that. It wasn't like I wasn't expecting it. And here I am at the Estadio Ansocara, outskirts of town. So it doesn't look like I'm going to see much of the city today. But yeah, very, very quiet still. Just over an hour till kick-off, and the players just arriving, and a few of the directivos as well. But yeah, plenty still to happen. No sign of the Merida players yet. But some fairly menacing looking security guards, so I imagine they're soon to arrive. And right on cue, the Merida bus arrives. Really interesting to note that they've actually come all the way from a very long way away by coach. I think about 1,300 kilometres altogether. Just shows the reality of Primera Federacion. No private jets for this lot. They are on the road, and they are finally here. I think they probably stopped overnight last night, but still a mammoth journey for them. And of course they're making this journey without Álvaro García. That's the big news, really. Believe what you will, he is allegedly injured, and he's also much sought after, so we will see how that situation pans out. But he's not here today. Massive blow for them, and Donfell also missing, so they're up against it this afternoon. Merida against a side, of course, who haven't lost at home all season. Those of you who have visited Galicia will know they're very proud of their roots. There's a band from up here called Tanchogueiras, who are incredibly popular, singing Gallego, the local language, and it's taken me about 5 minutes of being in this stadium before I've heard my first Tanchogueiras song, which is great. I love it. It's a ground that needs one end to be built, because behind one goal there is no stand at all. But that means you can see the rolling hills and even a hut up on the hillside there, which is adds to the rural feel of this place. It's eerily silent right now, apart from Tanchogueiras. But that will all change in the next hour or so. I do hope Angus Young is collecting his royalties from clubs in Spain. I don't think I've ever been to a game in Spain in the last 18 months where they haven't been playing Thunderstruck at some point before the game kicks off. Can't beat a bit of AC/DC to warm the crowd up. The only trouble is there's no crowd here at the moment because it's quite chilly, and I suspect they're going to be coming in right at the last minute. I mean, I did make myself known to the guy who puts the music on here. I'm not sure whether I'm honoured that status quo are now blaring out of the speakers. A little bit before my time, I'd like to say, but yeah, thumbs up for the effort at least. Have the teams, and I've already mentioned there's going to be no Álvaro García and no Donfell. Not a huge number of surprises apart from that for Merida. Lugo, good to see our man Diego Carvalho back in the starting lineup after the inexplicable decision to bench him in the last game. And interestingly, Teofilic, the Serbian teenager who came on and scored twice in the last game, still isn't getting a starting place. he's on the bench again. I think that's more about the formation that Iglesias plays here. There's just not room for two forwards. So he's going to have to be patient. Unzueta is the first choice. Maybe he keeps on banging him in. Iago Iglesias will have to rethink his formation. But for now, he starts on the bench. Carried away from teams to come out. We're being serenaded by a band called Sachadores de Paixón. Thank goodness for Shazam, eh? A band that have recorded a song called Voltaremos, which in the local language means we will return. Don't forget, Lugo not so long ago were in Segunda for a number of years, and that's what they're aiming to return to this season. Certainly a budget and a coach that suggests they're ambitious. Big test today against the Merida side, who were going really, really well until losing the last game before Christmas against Bilbao Athletic. And as already mentioned, without Alvaro Garcia this afternoon, a great chance for Lugo to remain unbeaten. They're not a one-man team, Merida of course, but certainly it's a big loss for them. Team just coming out. The crowd has filled up quite nicely. Not sure midday on the Saturday is an ideal kick-off time for a lot of Spanish people. But yeah, they've come out pretty well in support of this. And let's hope they're entertained for the next 90 minutes. First chance of the game for us, the visitors, 5 minutes gone. Ball worked out to Javiereso on this right-hand side, flashes a shot just wide of the left-hand post. Interesting choice in goal today from Lugo. Iker Piedra, who's the younger of the two keepers. They've got Marc Martinez here as well. Iago Iglesias seems to alternate between the two. They both had time as the number one. He's the man to start 2026 in goal for the home side. Still 0-0. Referee infuriating the home faithful by giving a series of decisions in favour of the visitors, at least 2 or 3 which are highly debatable. Yeah, fans have made it on the show, but they're hitting the deck with increasing regularity here, and the referee's buying, and that wasn't a foul at all. Relieves the pressure. Still 0-0. Nearly 10 minutes gone. Another decent chance for the visitors. Ball pulled back to Benny on the edge of the area. Plenty of time, the size of his shot, didn't get any power behind it, straight at the keeper. Piedra, still 0-0. Another good chance for Benny for the visitors. Again, edge of the box, tries to go top corner, curls it, doesn't hit the target. Lugo close down in defence, giving the ball away, trying to play out from the back. As you know, one of my pet hates who listen to the show regularly. And yeah, they didn't pay for it, but Benny needs to get his shooting boots on if his team are going to make the most of the chances he's been given. Merida have the ball in the net, but the assistant's flag has gone up for offside, and now I suppose we have the decision to make. I'm sure that they'll be checking on the bench to see if it is offside. Haven't seen the card plays yet. I don't think they can appeal it unless they throw a card in the air. They haven't yet done so, so they need to get on with it. Really not sure what's going on here, because I suppose they're trying to buy time to watch the replay to decide if they're going to play the card, Merida. Lots of drinks being taken on board. As far as I'm aware, this can only be reversed if Merida appeal it, and they haven't yet done so. And I thought there was a time limit on this, but there appears to be no time limit. The keeper spotted up in the box as well. I think if anyone was offside, it was the player on the far side as they broke clear. It was a ball across the area, converted. But I'm really not clear why. I suppose every goal is checked, but if it's offside, it's offside. I don't see why this should be checked if the flag has gone up. But it has been checked. Referee's coming across to have a look. So presumably there's some doubt involved. I'll come back to you when I know more. Confirmed as offside. I'm as puzzled as ever by FES. I really understand why I saw no card played. If the goal has essentially been disallowed for offside, I don't see why the fourth official's checking that and bringing the referee across. But maybe they played a card I didn't notice. I certainly didn't see it. Still 0-0. First half sees our man Diego Caballo playing on my side of the pitch. He's been taken out a couple of times, nothing given. He's just pointed his finger at the assistant and more or less said, "You saw that, why didn't you give it?" He's having a good half. Unfortunately, Lugo seem a little bit too obsessed with playing it down the right-hand side, which isn't really working. Both Caballo and Gonzalez on this side look like they really could cause some trouble, but they need to see more of the ball. Just over half an hour gone, still 0-0. They had to go and spoil it with free from desire. Lugo take the lead, and what did I tell you they needed to do? Get down the left. Jorge Gonzalez beat the fullback, crossed the far post where Nico Raniero headed past Adrian. Lugo 1, Merida 0. Gonzalez running riot on this left side, cut inside, bent an effort just over the bar. I think I have to change something here at half-time, Merida, because he's absolutely skinning the right back every time he gets the ball. Still Lugo 1, Merida 0. Red card for the visitors, it's that man again. Jorge Gonzalez, counter-attack. Flicks it down the middle, runs away. I'm imagining there'll be a card played here by Merida because he looks like the last man to me. Everyone around me is saying he's el último. I totally agree. He's clear, Gonzalez. He's not incredibly rapid, but he's in on goal. Probably 35, 40 yards out, and he's hauled back. And to me, it is a red card, quite clearly. But yeah, it will be looked at, I am sure. And we'll see what happens. This young man has completely turned this game on its head. Confirmation of the red card. And it's the captain, Pipe, who's had an absolute nightmare in this first half with Gonzalez. And yeah, he had to go. He's clearly the last man there. Not quite sure why he did that. And yeah, an early bar for the Merida captain. 1-0 Lugo, playing against 10 men now for the remaining 50 minutes. Merida playing a card here. Corner from the right. Contact at the far post. One of those. You do see them often appealed. He is usually contact. Not many referees give it. And he's not giving this one either. So, it remains 1-0. And they've... I think now burned both their appeals because I'm assuming they had to appeal the sending off. Half-time in the En Directo, it's the home side leading by a goal to 0. Very even for the first 25 minutes or so. And then clearly somebody heard me shouting some advice from the press box. And Jorge Gonzalez suddenly much more involved in the game, set up the goal. And on a counter-attack, managed to get the opposing player sent off for a challenge when he was the last man. So, Pipe off in the dressing room. And great chance for Lugo to stay unbeaten at home now. Leading by a goal to 0, playing against 10 men for another 45 minutes. I'm off to munch on my traditional foil wrap bocadillo. Back soon. Underway again in the En Directo. Substitution at half-time. Yago Lopez off. And replaced by Josep Gaya. As confirmed by the stadium announcer. A bit louder than I just did. An hour gone, and The star man so far is being withdrawn here. Jorge Gonzalez getting a massive round of applause from the home fans, and deservedly so. A little bit unfortunate to only last an hour really, but 21 years your age, carries on playing like that on a regular basis. He's going to be a big star at this level at the very least, if not higher. And 3 changes in all. The goal scorer Raniera's also gone off, he's been booked, so maybe that's part of it. Yeah. Slightly lost the way, Lugo, since half-time. One of those different situations. Do they stick? Do they twist? They look for a second, trying to be patient, and Merida is still very much in this game, despite being 1 down and a man down as well. And as if to reiterate that, Cheeky has just curled the ball in from the left-hand side. It's missed the far post by about a foot. They've given offside, but if that goes in, it doesn't make any difference whether it's offside or not. That's going to be given. So yeah, plenty for Lugo to worry about here. Not seeing this game off at all. It's time for Ongin Filovic for the home side. Trusalba were drawn, so they actually look like they might be playing with 2 up front. There's Arsene Thueta maybe to go back into midfield. A bit unusual. Thueta's been playing as a target man, now playing a bit deeper. Yeah, it's worrying times. This is just another half chance for the visitors. From a home perspective, this is not good. Excellent chance to Filovic to get another goal there. Really nice run from Alex Balboa, is one of the subs that's come on, really impressed. Broke forward, laid into the path of Filovic, shifted onto his right foot, just couldn't get the power in it, and Adrian saved quite comfortably. That should have been 2-0 really. Lago Jr., one of the other subs to be introduced. Curl went just wide, cutting in from the left there. It's getting close to that second goal. Certainly plenty of space on the counter-attack for the home side, but yet to kill off the opposition. Still 1-0. Another chance for Lugo to put the game to bed. They've missed it. Ball in from the left from our man Caballo. Header from substitute Samanez. Really should have done that. He was only about 4 or 5 yards out. Headed it over the bar. Furious with himself afterwards. Still 1-0. 8 minutes to go. 4 additional minutes. Beltran. Merida coach is fuming about that. He thinks it should be far more. It's been a struggle the second half for the home side. Just haven't managed to get a second goal, which surely would seal the 3 points, and still a chance for Merida going into added time, but looking increasingly like a home win. Amusing moment there in injury time. Samanes hits the floor, is convinced he's been elbowed. His coach tells him to get on with it. He's not using a card. It's not going to lead to a red card. Get up, son, and get on with it. Full time in the answer, Carlo, Lugo, way, wow. 1-0 to the home side. Probably deserved a role in heavyweight in that second half, but just too much for the away side to overcome a man down. And also, of course, no Alvaro Garcia this afternoon. Time to sprint back to the car park, jump in the car, hot foot it over to Pontevedra. I'll see you later. That's about a couple of hours. We've got Tanchugueras again, unsurprisingly. Right, just in time. Big crowd here by Pontevedra standards. Pitch not in great condition, it has to be said, heavily sanded. Not a patch on the Antrocalo pitch a few hours ago. But yeah, this should be a really good game. 2 sides, we play our positions. Real test of what Pontevedra are about here, if they can perform to the best of their abilities here and get a good result. They really have to start being taken seriously as a playoff contender. Equally, Racing Ferrol, we want to swat away these upstarts that have come up into Primera Federacion at the same time as they've fallen out of Segunda. So we'll see how things pan out. 11 minutes in, the first big moment of the game. Visitors dominated possession. But Pontevedra break quickly, ball in from the left, half cleared, and as the Pontevedra midfielder came in to volley it towards goal, it looked like he was caught by the Racing defender. Screams from the crowd for a penalty, nothing given to the referee, and ultimately Dominguez has decided to use one of his 2 challenges to get the referee to have another look at it. Let's see what he decides. Somewhat predictably, no pen. Almost invariably those kind of decisions are a foul anywhere else on the pitch. When the referee's asked to reverse his original decision, he tends not to do so, so we stay at 0-0. Goal for home side after 17 minutes, corner from the left. Keeper completely misjudged it. Hit it home with the far post. 1-0 Pontevedra. Maybe need to work a little bit on their PA announcements. I was fairly sure it was Remade who hit it home at the far post, but I had to look at my app to have it confirmed. Not anything at all to greet the opening goal in this game. No free from desire, at least. That's the main thing. Almost disaster for the goal scorer there. Dispossessed by Juan deep inside his own half. Marqueta making a great challenge. Interesting to see him back in goal after Sousa played the last game. And was very good at Baracaldo, but Marqueta back in between the sticks and classic tackle there. Defensive style to deprive Racing Club what would have almost certainly been an instant equaliser. First yellow card of the game for Racing Club right back Miguel Leal, absolutely chopped Alejandro Gonzalez, who is a legend here, has been here as long as Alex Cano almost has been at Europa. Can't be doing that to a club legend. Yellow card for the right back. I'm sure Ruben Domingo would think the game plan is working to perfection at the moment. One up, Luis Sau just went through on the right hand side, dragged a shot across the face of the goal. From my perspective, I just think they're letting the visitors have a bit too much possession. I don't think they can soak up this kind of pressure for 90 minutes. So it'd be nice to see them get the ball a bit more if you're a Pontevedra fan. Because I get the feeling there's a classy set of players, these Racing Club Ferrol players. I get the feeling sooner or later they will pick a hole in this Pontevedra defence if they have as much possession for the rest of the game. But right now, all going well for the home side, 1-0 up. We're side, I think of the action again, tying himself with knots eventually, go one way or the other, and not managed to get a shot away. Also wearing a rather fetching white headband this evening. We had Trusaba earlier on, the ponytail, not quite in the same category as Gonzalez at Europa, but yeah, all the fun of the affair here. Nothing clear on the attack now. It's pretty end-to-end to be fair, but I still get this feeling that Racing going to score at some point. Alan Rivera really is the kind of player that everyone wants to have on his side. Not just the goal he scored to put his side in front of this one, but he just smashed the clearance against Alvaro Juan. Celebrated as he scored the winner in the World Cup final. Punching the air. Really up for this one. He's having an excellent game. Just a minute to go till the added time is announced. Still 1-0 Pontevedra. Only the second save Marqueta's had to make, other than the last-ditch tackle right on the stroke at half-time. For once it was the visitors with a quick break. Ball lost by Luis Sau, deep inside the Racing Club Ferrol half. Alvaro Juan sped away down the right flank, delivered an inch-perfect cross to Alvaro Jimenez, who headed it down. Marqueta blocked it. The referee blew for half-time straight afterwards. Overall, really intriguing stuff. For all the intricate approach play from Racing Club, they've only really had a couple of efforts on goal. That one at the end there was a brilliant chance. Massive moment in the game, potentially. And Pontevedra much more direct, but very effective and defending very well. Intriguing second half awaits. Half time, Pontevedra 1, Racing Club Ferrol 0. Teams are again attacking the ends when their fans are congregating, or their noisiest fans. I know Fondo Norte, the home noises, and a couple of thousand Racing Ferrol fans have made the short journey south. So let's see if sets of players can gladden the hearts of those congregated behind their respective goals. Equaliser for Racing Ferrol, scruffy goal to be honest. They've had the ball for quite a long time now. Eventually won a corner, low corner, scuffed at the near post, ran all the way across 6-yard box to Falai at the far post, all alone. Easiest task in the world to tap it in. Test of character here for the home side now. really need to get more of the ball and try and push the visitors onto the back foot. That's really lifted them, of course, and I think if they continue to dominate possession, as I said before, eventually they will come out top in this game. 1-0. Terrible decision from the referee there. Cuesta was being hauled back as he tried to break clear, but he did break clear. The referee called it back and booked the Racing Ferrol player. Could perfectly let play go on and then booked him afterwards. Chance for Pontevedra. Tremendous play from Alex Compa, who's playing essentially as the lone striker. He's not the biggest. He's not your typical target man, but he works so hard and he got himself in a good position. Got inside the box, got his shot away. Good save by the Racing keeper. And just couldn't quite convert the rebound as it bobbled about in the box. Luis has worked very hard as well. Being replaced now, I think they could definitely do with a few fresh legs here on the home side. They've worked really hard. Corner at the moment though, whipped in, cleared by Alvaro Jimenez inside his own box. And the danger is averted and nothing trying to break, but not yet managing it. Really difficult pitch just to play on as well. Both sides trying to play, but it's not a good surface at all. Lots and lots of bubbles and dead patches, but I guess that's where you get when it rains a lot. Still 1-1. Really surprising substitute for me from a visitor's perspective. Alvaro Juan taken off. Really didn't get that at all. Possibly their outstanding players this afternoon. Bathkevoza has other ideas to what he wants to do, and yeah, there's a change on the right hand side of attack. And of course, as soon as I question the wisdom of replacing Juan, his replacement nearly scores. Pass caught the far post down the end of a cross to the left. Just couldn't force it past Marqueta. Goal for Pontevedra, another corner, ball not properly cleared, smashed into the top corner. Gotta say it's against the run of play, but I bet those Fondo Norte fans behind the goal could not care less. Racing Club Ferrol keep on the deck and resume trying to convince the referee he was fouled. He absolutely wasn't. And what a finish! Top corner from 15 yards out. 3/4 of the ground erupts. 1/4 remains very silent. Pontevedra 2, Racing Club Ferrol 1. Confusion about the goal scorer because he's not actually on the team sheet. Not for the number he's wearing anyway. João Resende, wearing 14, found as number 28. Obviously fancied a number half as big. 6 added minutes here, still Pontevedra 2, Racing Ferrol 1. Jelko Pina hasn't been as influential, I would have thought, today in terms of open play, but you need to remember when you make that assessment that he's actually taken both corners and led to both Pontevedra goals, and he's just used his experience there to win a free kick. He's not that hurt, but he's rolling around on the ground as if he's half dead, and he's a key player for this side. Just been handed a new long-term contract, and deservedly so. Just a few more minutes to hang on here for the home side. Rivera hobbling off to a hero's departure. Really hope that doesn't hurt in the last few minutes. He's been absolutely magnificent at the heart of that Pontevedra defence. But picked him a knock, can't continue. Nervous last few minutes now for the home defence. Compa with a chance to seal it. Through 1-on-1. Pina has the chance as well, nearly falls over. Oh dear. Still 2-1. Frantic last moment. That'll be a booking for Garay. All over it, pass along. Pozo wins 2-1. Tremendous game management. management at the end there went ahead and then just thought attack's the best forward defence. Had a couple more chances to make absolutely sure 3 points, but didn't need a third goal. Tough on the visitors who played pretty well throughout, but ultimately were undone by 2 set pieces. Scored from a set piece of their own, but tremendous gritty performance from the home side, and no little skill as well. And now maybe they will start to dream. Top order, the big boys in this group, they remain in the playoff places. Final score, Pontevedra 2, Racing Ferrol 1. Home faithful, que bote y pasaron. Let's bounce. I'm joined by the most famous international Pontevedra fan, James, otherwise known as Ike Royo. James, your reaction to that tremendous victory?
I'm still short of breath now. It was unreal. I didn't expect us to go on to win it. Just like you were saying, it looked like in that second half there's only going to be one winner. But I think that actually makes it feel better. That win, when we didn't really deserve it, makes it feel so much better. And especially against who I've been told are our main rivals, it felt really special. And it was just, crazy. I short of breath for the last 15 minutes.
I bet you were, and of course I've often said on the show that it's fantastic, I think, when the team scores a winning goal down the end where the most fervent fans are, and you got a perfect view of Resende's winning, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely perfect view. And then the avalanche, just as in the first half, it felt, you looked around after the goal, it looked like a war zone, people everywhere. It was unreal, crazy moments. I've been to a lot of games in England and I don't think I've seen something like that before, I can't lie. No. It was amazing.
We love the Spanish, it's disregard for health and safety, don't we? Sometimes anyway, not always.
Not always, but this time, yes.
I suppose the thing is here, the reason why I felt second half that you were going to struggle to hang on to it, to even the point really, was I just felt he wasn't using his subs, and does that perhaps point to the fact that he doesn't really have a lot of confidence in his bench, and is there an issue there in terms of this January transfer when it's just open? Does he need to bring in some players to be really serious contenders for a top 5 finish?
For a top 5 finish, definitely. We are very, very short on players at the moment. We've just lost Denia, who's just been returned back to his parent club, and we've lost Erdias, and we think there's a few more that could be on the way out, so we definitely need to sign a few players in January. But people around here aren't too confident that we're going to sign the players that we need. So playoffs is still not being, even though we're in them now, quite well into them. People are still not confident it's going to plan out that way up into in May, but we definitely need some signings for sure.
Now let's just enjoy the moment, shall we?
Definitely enjoy the moment.
I would imagine Ruben Dominguez will be banging down the directiva's door tomorrow morning again. Get me some players. We've just beat one of the best sides in the division.
Definitely.
So go away and enjoy it. And I'm glad you're there. I'm so glad to have down your end, and I'm delighted for you that you got the win. And thank you so much for your support of the show. We'll look forward to hearing from you over the rest of the season.
I look forward to listening to more as we go on. Thank you very much.
So a Galician doubleheader ends with 2 home wins. A few thank yous to various people who helped me out along the way, especially Diego Lesada, the guy in charge of the press at Lugo. Couldn't have been more accommodating and helpful. Really appreciate that. And great to have the opportunity to speak to James at last. We've seen him on X, but we finally managed to get a couple of minutes with him. He was, of course, ecstatic about that victory for Pontevedra. It's perfectly doable to get to both grounds. You could do it a little bit more time. It's quite rural, but it's not a difficult drive as long as you've got your wits about you. And the key, I suppose, is to fly into Santiago de Compostela, which is only about an hour from Lugo, and then it's about 2 hours down to Pontevedra. Of course, you've also got Ourense and Alentejo in the same area, so lots of potential. The main issue, of course, for UK travellers is getting to that part of Spain in the first place. But brilliant time had in both locations. Thank you for your support of what we're doing, and hope to bring you a report very soon in 2026 on some more of my travels. Until then, take care.